Today, we're going to reveal 10 books that have turned regular people into millionaires. And no, this isn't a random list. These are books that real millionaires credit for their success. All right, kicking off with a classic that's probably on every millionaire's shelf. Number 10, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book is legendary, and for good reason. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill isn't just about making money. It's a formula for achieving any goal you have. Hill spent years interviewing successful people, like Henry Ford and Thomas Edison, to figure out what made them different. So what did he find? The secret lies in what he calls desire. You need to want success so bad that you live and breathe it. Millionaires like Damon John and Tony Robbins swear by this book for helping them see success as a guarantee, not just a maybe. Imagine if you had that same mindset. Next up is a book that'll make you rethink everything you know about money. Number 9, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is like a crash course in what school should have taught us about money. Robert Kiyosaki compares the advice of his own poor dad, who believed in getting a stable job, with that of his rich dad, who taught him to invest in assets and build wealth passively. Millionaires like Grant Cardone were floored by this book. Why? Because it shows you don't need a six-figure job to be rich. You need financial smarts. It's the kind of advice that changes the way you think about wealth. No wonder it's so many entrepreneurs' favorite book. Ever dreamed of working less while earning more? Here's the book for you. Number 8, The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. This book is a game changer, especially if you want more freedom and less burnout. The 4-Hour Workweek teaches you how to set up systems that make money for you. Tim Ferriss shows how you can automate, delegate, and simplify your business so you can actually live your life. Millionaires say this book opened their eyes to working smarter, not harder. Imagine being able to work less and earn more. That's the kind of freedom this book offers. If you haven't read it, it's about time you did. Ready for a surprise? This next book reveals that most millionaires aren't who you think they are. Number 7, The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko. Most people think millionaires live in mansions, drive fancy cars, and spend like crazy. But The Millionaire Next Door tells a different story. Stanley and Danko show that most millionaires are actually pretty frugal. They live in modest homes, buy used cars, and spend less than they earn. That's how they stay rich. Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, loved this book because it's a reminder that true wealth isn't about showing off. It's about making smart choices and sticking to a plan. Trust me, this book might just make you rethink your spending habits. If you've ever struggled with bad habits, this book could be your answer. Number 6, Atomic Habits by James Clear. Success is all about habits, and Atomic Habits teaches you how to build the good ones and break the bad ones. James Clear explains that it's not about massive changes. It's about tiny 1% improvements that stack up over time. Millionaires love this book because it shows how to get better every single day, and that's what leads to big results. It's like a guide for becoming your best self, one small step at a time. Read this book, and I guarantee you'll start seeing results. Got a business idea? This next book might save you from some expensive mistakes. Number 5, The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. Entrepreneurs, listen up. The Lean Startup is your guide to building a business that doesn't fail. Eric Ries teaches you how to test your ideas on a small scale before going all in. That way, you're not wasting time and money on something that might flop. Think about companies like Airbnb and Dropbox. They use the strategies in this book to get where they are today. If you want to start a business or even just a side hustle, The Lean Startup is a must-read. It'll show you how to think like a true entrepreneur. Want to know the rules that billionaires live by? This next book will show you. Number 4, Principles, Life and Work by Ray Dalio. Ray Dalio, one of the most successful investors in the world, lays out the principles that guided him to build a $160 billion company. In Principles, he shares everything he learned about making decisions, managing people, and achieving goals. Millionaires say this book changed the way they think about business and life. Dalio's ideas on radical honesty, transparency, and decision-making are powerful. If you're serious about leveling up, this book is like a manual for success. If you've ever felt nervous about money, this next book will change your perspective. Number 3, You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. This book is like a confidence boost wrapped in money advice. Jen Sincero shows you how to get over your fear of making money and start thinking big. Her story is super relatable. She went from broke to millionaire by changing her mindset. Millionaires say this book helped them crush self-doubt and go after their biggest financial goals. It's funny, it's inspiring, and it's practical. If you're ready to take control of your financial future, you need this book. Curious about investing? This next book is a classic that even Warren Buffett swears by. Number 2, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. This is the book on investing, written by Benjamin Graham, the guy who mentored Warren Buffett. The Intelligent Investor teaches you how to buy stocks wisely and avoid the trap of emotional investing. Millionaires who've read this book say it taught them patience and discipline, two things every investor needs. If you're looking to start investing for the long term, this is the best place to start. It's a bit of a heavy read, but the insights are worth every page. And finally, a book that'll make you think about money in a whole new way. Number 1, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This book dives into the emotions behind our money decisions. The Psychology of Money explains why people can be incredibly smart, but still make bad choices with money. Morgan Housel uses real-life stories to show how fear, greed, and overconfidence can affect our wallets. Millionaires say this book helped them see money as more than numbers. It's about understanding yourself. It's a quick read, but packed with insights that'll stick with you. Highly recommended if you want to build wealth without stress. And that's our list. These aren't just books. They're blueprints for achieving success and building wealth. If you've read any of these, let us know in the comments or tell us which book has changed your life. And hey, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss more content like this.